What's up, YouTube? I am back with another video. My previous video I did was called Why I Gave Up Jesus, Part 1. This is Part 2, and a continuation of that. But before I get into this, I would like for you to like and subscribe to my channel, please. Please. You can give it a thumbs up or thumbs down, but I would just like to know that you were here. I'm a newbie here, so I'm trying to get me some subscribers and shit, you know what I'm saying? So if you do that, that'll help me out. Plus, I want my message I want my message to spread. All my things I want to talk to you guys about on, throughout all the videos I have planned and stuff. I just want to get me an audience that want to listen and people on my same frequency. And if you're someone who's thinking about, um, you know, if you're someone who has different thoughts or opinions than the quote unquote common folk they call, this is a great channel for you because you'll get to see people that think like you and you won't feel like a crazy person, because sometimes this can make you feel crazy or make you feel like people look at you like you're crazy, because they will, but in fact we have not lost our minds, we have found them. But anyway, we're going to go and get into the video right now, because I don't want to hold you guys up, but I do want to just give part 2 of this message. Jesus is not real. And I hope that does not offend people, but the fact is, in my experience, I found out that Jesus is not real. And so, with that being said, I do not celebrate Christmas, Thanksgiving, or Easter. No holidays really, but those are the religious kind of holidays, and I do not celebrate those, especially. Number one, there's no such thing as Jesus, in my opinion. And to celebrate Christmas to me would be ridiculous. Now, I did that my whole life. I did celebrate Christmas for years, my whole life. But I gave that up because I know that it's not real. So it's no point in celebrating something I don't believe in. Jesus is made up. It's a made up deity. It was created by man. And I know the Bible tells you that, God made man in his own image, but in fact, it's the other way around. You know, man made God in his image. Because what do you see when you see a man? You see 2 legs and 2 arms. It's considered human. That's what man made God into. But we just take what we hear and just be like, because it's when it's forced down your throat, you start to believe it. But it's not true. Just because something is said over and over and over again, because that's the way to program somebody, repetitiveness. Just because something is said over and over again does not make it true. That's number one. So if you're somebody that's out here wondering about Jesus and wondering, why certain things haven't come your way, or you have questions about why certain things are not happening in your life, and that you've been praying, this video is for you. Because when I was a Christian, okay, because I used to be one my whole life, but not anymore. For the past 4 or 5 years, I've been done with that crap. But probably about 3, 4 years. I'm gonna say 4 years. I've been done with that because things weren't adding up in my life. So if if you wake up or if you just having experiences, you're like, damn, this shit don't add up. If it's something that doesn't add up, it doesn't make sense. You can't make something that doesn't make sense unless you use cognitive dissonance. And I talked about that before. That's when you see something doesn't make sense, so you know something, right? But you still believe it otherwise. You make yourself believe something, even though you really don't believe in it, but you force yourself to just deal with it because you scared to go outside of the other common way of thinking. There's nothing wrong with that, thinking on your own. You have to think on your own. There's nothing wrong with thinking on your own, but it's not good to follow somebody else's beliefs. So, that's what I wanted to say about that. Jesus is not real. You know what I'm saying? Christmas is not real. Easter is not real. There was no crucifixion. There was no crucifixion. There was no dying and coming back 3 days later, because let's think about it. Good Friday means that Jesus died on Friday and he awakened on Sunday, okay? That's not the third day, number one. That's only 2 days. From Friday to Sunday is only 2 days. It's not going to be, excuse this fly, it's not going to be a full day until the next day, which would be Monday. But we went ahead and believed that without using our own logic. I did that for a long time. But I'm like, girl, you got to wake up. There's nothing wrong with that. People going to think you're crazy. But you cannot let people make you feel like you're crazy, because you're not. If you have questions about this, there's nothing wrong with that. I used to pray for things and wait for it to happen. And I used to use cognitive dissonance, because I remember I was told in the Bible, it says, when you ask Jesus for something, his answer is his answer is yes, no, or wait. I didn't like the wait part. Of course, I didn't like the no part. All I wanted was the yes part. But if it didn't happen, I would trick myself and say, well, I guess it wasn't my time. I guess it wasn't, I guess it was Jesus' will or God's will. You can't think like that. Wasn't your will? Didn't you want something at that time? You can't let your teachings as a child or whatever make you think that you have to live like that. I feel so much better since I stopped living like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know, there's nothing wrong with changing that. To know that you have the power and you're not giving your power to somebody else, that's a great thing. When you pray, you're praying outside of yourself. That's not spiritual. Spirituality is knowing within that you are the one that's God. All the answers are encoded in your DNA. You have the answers. You don't have to look outside yourself. Okay? If you have any questions about this and you want to talk to me, you can write any questions or comments down in the comments section below, because I would really, really appreciate to get your feedback. You know what I'm saying? This channel is for people who have waken up, or someone who is thinking about it, or someone who just likes to explore other ways of thinking. No one's going to judge you for that. And if they do, those aren't your real people. Because if people down with you, they're going to be down with you for whatever. You know what I'm saying? Basically. And your ways of thinking shouldn't be some reason why they shouldn't be down with you. You know what I'm saying? So I would appreciate if you, give me some comments down there. Like the video, please, and subscribe to my channel. I'm new to this, and I'm here. I love what I do. This is very, very fun. I love talking to y'all. And whoever's listening, I appreciate you. Even if it's one or two people, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Okay? Also, if you have any questions or suggestions, comments, also, you can leave them down in the comment section below, number one. But two, you can email me at netta3582@gmail.com. Okay? All right, y'all have a good night. One love.